Streaming works. Okay. You just need to assume everything's gonna go wrong, and right now everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, the sound is terrible," and then we're gonna have to mix the sound.
Okay.
But this is how it goes. This is how it works.
Okay. I'm glad to be here.
Hi everybody. I'm James Willems, and I'm here with
James Willems.
AJ Locascio.
AJ Locascio.
Whose name I just had to type out. Spelled it correctly.
You spelled it very correctly.
And then you went. Sometimes I misspell it. And I said, that's weird.
I misspell it constantly.
Yes.
But that's just because I got sloppy.
Yes.
Sloppy typing.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're here because we're really excited to celebrate the release of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind.
Yeah.
Why?
Super excited.
Why are we excited?
Well, because we're
Power Rangers fans.
Power Rangers fans.
Big Power Rangers fans.
Yeah, since childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is really surreal for both of us because we talk about Power Rangers all the time when we hang out.
Yes.
So this is crazy to be the Red Ranger. I'm the Red Ranger.
Oh,
and
congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And I hear you might be the.
I am. I'm the Green Ranger. This is my toy from when I was like 10 years old. You can tell because the back of its tail has fallen off from how many times I've done the spinny part. But this is my actual action figure. I also have other action figures in the back that you can see. Some are newer, like this is original, and then this is original. This is original. You recognize that, of course. That's the Zord you ride around in. But then this one is something I bought as a grown adult man. So that's where we're at.
No, I have plenty of toys. All my original toys, sadly, were eaten by rats.
Oh no!
Yeah, along with a bunch of my Star Wars stuff, and I
think that was an episode of Power Rangers.
Power Rangers,
probably,
where
they had
by
their toys.
Rats. Yeah.
But yeah, so we were lucky enough, I guess, to get involved in this game.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know how much of the backstory we want to talk about. We're also going to play it. So.
Yes. So I'm lucky enough to know some folks over at Digital Eclipse, and they reached out to ask whether or not I knew some folks that would be good for Power Rangers.
Yes.
Especially amidst, we did a lot of this during the actor strike, which I have to, or the voice acting or video game strike.
The situation was that I remember you were like, there's this thing, they're looking for people. Do you know anybody? And I went, can I send an audition?
Yes.
And you were like, absolutely. Don't you love Power Rangers? And I was like, yeah. Derek, don't you love the Green Ranger? I was like, yeah.
I also had heard you do.
Don't you know the Kia that he makes specifically in Power Rangers? I go, yeah.
I wasn't that naive. I knew I had heard you do your I'd heard that 1,000 times. Yeah. So I was like, I know you can do this. Can you audition for this? And
yes.
You were obsessive about it, which I was like, yeah, perfect.
So I sent in an audition, and then I was like, this is so cool. And then immediately the SAG video game strike started. And I was like, well, there goes that.
Yeah, but thankfully the people over at Digital Eclipse and Atari signed the agreement that says that we can work legally, in case anyone's worried. Yes. We were able to get them to agree to all the SAG stuff and not have any AI and all that stuff, which is awesome for SAG actors that we were able to get. Our friends Christina V is the Pink Ranger, and Holly Chow. Mm-hmm. Holy cow, Holly Chow. I have to say her Instagram name out loud to make sure I get it right.
Yeah.
Who's also Jubilee in X-Men, and then Dan Amrich, whose name
he's one of the devs.
He's one of the devs.
He wrote a whole thing that was really interesting about how this is new to him. This realm is new to him.
Yeah.
But it was like one of his dreams too.
To do.
It's like a dream to work on Power Rangers, but then I guess he always loved Billy too.
Yeah.
So
he sounds great. Thank God he sounds great, because he's like, I work on this. Can I be the Blue Ranger? It's like, let's hear what you have, and he sounds awesome. So, and then also Isaac Robinson Smith, my friend we worked on Country Bears together, and he's also. Bishop in X-Men. Yeah. He's the Black Ranger, and then Allie Dixon is Rita Repulsa, who also just as soon as when I knew that there was a Rita Repulsa thing, I was like, I know someone who sounds like that all the time.
Yeah.
And also an important thing is a lot of people ask, why didn't you get the original cast? The important thing was this is a game by fans, for fans, made by fans. We're all fans, and we're all crazy about this. And also, didn't have the biggest budget.
It was.
And
Like,
time. We
made
also had
like
only a couple days to get this together.
It was made
so.
by like 5 people. Like
Yeah.
the dev team is really small, and it's incredible that they put this together.
No, it blows my mind every time I'm like, this is like 5 or 6 people made this game.
Yeah.
So it's just a bunch of, it's almost a fan creation to some. It just happens to be also official.
I beat it last night.
Yeah.
So I played through the whole thing. I got a little bit early access, and I was like, well, I'm going to play the hell out of this because I love beat 'em ups. I love Power Rangers. Yeah. And ever since I saw that trailer, which was after, so I sent in my audition, and then I think there's a Summer Game Fest trailer.
Yeah.
And I was like, that can't be it. That looks incredible.
Same. I was like, is that the same? Is that the one you guys were talking about? Because it looks insane.
So as a Power Rangers fan, I was just super excited to play it, and so I played the hell out of it this weekend, and I beat it, and then the credits roll, and it was like, bloop, there goes the team. They made it. Bloop, there goes the team.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it was all like publisher and like all the bureaucracy and stuff. I mean, I think the voice actor cast list takes longer to get through
than the team.
Because
we all had to voice multiple people, and
yeah.
Elise just asked, "How was this impacted by the SAG strike?"
Clearly not paying attention.
She's not paying attention. Just like when we watch a movie, she goes, "Who's that?" And it's like you were asleep.
Yeah.
Green Ranger on strike demanding an extra lunch hour.
That is true.
That is true.
That is true.
But yes. Okay. So what do we? Or can we play?
We're gonna play.
I want to. I haven't
So
played
we're gonna
this
play.
yet. He's been playing it, and I'm like, I wanna.
What you've been hearing is the soundtrack too, because like that's another thing is how do you do right by something that has such an iconic sound, but you'll hear all your favorite Power Rangers themes,
Right.
but there's so many things that are remixed and stuff. And I'll also say, as we're going to start, you'll see, we're playing my 100% save. So we can jump around and show off different levels, because there's a lot more variety in this game than
I'm
you
just
would think.
excited to do this with you, because we talk about Power Rangers, and the fact that this
Yeah.
is a thing is insane to me.
wild.
It's surreal. Yeah. So,
if you
Amazing.
hit a button, you can join in.
okay.
So, right from the outset,
Everyone sounds great.
it sounds so good. Like that sounds like Walter Jones.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, I think the best thing is they all feel like they tap into the spirit of that character.
That's what's hard is because they asked me basically, can you help us with casting? And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I would love to. They were like, you have a day, and I was like, basically, and I was like, yeah, I have thankfully a lot of friends that are very, very talented, and like trying to hear people. Like I knew with Isaac, I was like, I know he can do that sound,
Yeah.
like the high but low energy. Like his energy is really high, but he's got a high pitched voice that also has some bass to it. I knew Isaac could nail, and I knew Christina. Like just everyone I knew, I was like, okay, please, can you do this? Because I know you all can nail this sound without necessarily being like an exact voice match,
For
but
sure.
the feeling of it
Yeah.
is really important, because also that's the game too. I mean, the original Power Rangers weren't digital sprites, they're human beings.
Yeah.
And so this whole thing is just kind of like, this is hopefully the peak feeling you get from Power Rangers.
Well, you and I were probably analyzing it more than anyone should, but basically, like, so there's a lot to.
That's awesome.
You can replay all these things, and not every single level is the same. We'll show off a bunch of stuff, but the interesting thing is
Also
that
me.
was you.
That was
you're
me.
also
That was a
Zord.
real hard one.
So I auditioned for Green Ranger, but then basically when they were like, okay, you can be Green Ranger, they also were like, you have other characters too. So I was like, let me shoot my shot at some of these.
Yeah, which was hard. Zordon was the one that, like, I sent it out to a bunch of people, and I was like, not a bunch of people, a handful of people. I'm just skipping through. My instinct is to always skip
That's
through
fine.
dialogue, sorry. But it was really hard. I spent a lot of time specifically with Zordon just, like, studying and listening to, because his acting is very strange.
So the interesting thing is that the original Power Rangers show was a non-union show.
Right.
They just found nice kick.
Yeah.
They found like martial artists and people to do the show. So like, in some ways, it's ironic that they were like, yeah, we're going to do the SAG interim agreement and all this stuff because the original series wasn't SAG.
Right, yeah.
It's actually kind of a problem sometimes. But there's a certain thing where it's like they have the sound, and they all have their own personal style, but it's a different kind of acting. I don't know. It was funny.
Well, I heard that the original Zordon was like the sound mixer, which makes sense because it kind of sounds like a guy who's sitting in an office, like who has a couple hours to edit this, just going, I don't know, hello Rangers. And I was like, oh, that's cool, because that adds energy to this, where he's maybe sitting down at his like mixing board just doing it, and that affects how you perform. And so I was trying to think of that when I did it. And then also, someone at the studio was like, I don't know what the effect is. Clearly they lowered his voice, but I don't know what else the effect is. How do I run? Oh, I do a double tap. Oh, that's
get the
ice cream. Ice cream.
So yeah, real quick, you punch, right? It's got punching mechanics, obviously. You can combo, you can grab, and you can jump, just drop and kick, double jump, cool drop. Ow! You can get stabbed by a putty with a knife.
What?
Knife hands, I guess.
Knife hand. What is this? A spine? What is this?
I think there was a sign that you broke.
Oh, okay. I'd like the spine, please.
You can do a cartwheel roll, and that's like an evade.
Whoa!
For Dark Souls fans, you get a lot of iframes when you're doing this. It's very important.
Someone asked, is the CRT filter in-game? Yes.
I think.
Can you turn it off?
You can change it to a bunch of different CRT 2,
crazy.
CRT 1, and then you can just turn it off.
Oh, what does it look like? Let's do it off for a minute. Oh, so I kind of like it on.
Yeah, I mean, some of these games you see that it's like, there's. That one looks like you're. See, you can see the vignetting around. It looks like you're looking.
This is fantastic that they added this, especially for. I saw someone on something was like, I don't want to have the scan lines, and I'm like,
yeah,
I kind of do.
So this is the scan lines without the vignetting, and then this is the one we were doing, and then this one is obviously super extreme.
Yeah, no thanks.
But I guess if you have like a setup at home where you want your like, you know, some people have like machines set up at home that they want to do.
Oh yeah, I mean it's awesome that they added that. That's the thing that's been so strange about this is just the amount of everything you could think of. Like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if they did this? All the footage and all the stuff I've seen, I'm like, they did that. They thought of it.
The detail is crazy. I mean, even as like Power Rangers fan stuff, it's crazy.
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm calling in Dragon's.
Oh yeah, okay, just casually.
You have super meter that you can fill up, that you can call in attacks, but like the punching, like there's more complicated beat 'em ups, like Streets of Rage 4 has a huge combo system and stuff. This is more about like the classic old school arcade brawlers. But even that, the stuff you can do, the juggling, you have combos, and one of the things I noticed after I started playing was that if you get your combo high enough, it starts adding like flashes to your punches.
What? Oh, I have. If I hit Y, oh my god, I almost walked off the thing. Can I do?
Yeah. So that does that.
That's awesome.
But then if you don't have Y or if you don't have the super and you hit Y, then you do a taunt. So once we beat these guys, we'll both taunt together.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
wait.
Man,
Aye,
that sounded familiar.
That's me. Aye. Yeah. Rangers.
So
Wait, can we both?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, it fills up the meter a little bit too.
What? Oh man. Or is that just us standing still?
No, that's the meter.
Oh wow, that's
cool.
brilliant.
I didn't even notice that.
That's awesome. All right, we'll just take some time to taunt.
But then there's speed. There's a speed run that you can unlock in this game, so I think we're gonna want to speed up. But
oh, okay.
But yeah, just like a ton of stuff, and I'm like, I'm a Power Rangers fan, and I'm like, well, we'll see in a second. It's like the stuff that they put in here. I'm like, oh my gosh, they know way more than I do, and I've seen it all.
That's such a relief when something you love is treated that way.
Yeah.
Like I've worked on things where it feels like people are pretending, and that's a weird feeling. Where it's like, do you really know anything about this?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I was just kind of hired. But with this, I mean, it's also such a small team. They're like, it blows my mind how obsessive they are.
So like this.
Vulcan
Boom.
Skull, and then also
And then like Mr. Kaplan, the principal, shows up,
insane.
and I was like, when that happened the first time I played, I was like, oh yeah, I guess he was in the show, but I never would have thought. just like trying to get my super or my punches to be as big as possible. The largest combo that you can get is what you want.
How do I pick up this lightning thing?
Just run over it.
Oh, look at that.
See, now you get like extra Morphin power.
Oh,
raises
yeah.
your
Just gonna do
see
this.
ya.
Oh, goodbye. Whee! Oh, that was awesome. Oh, okay, so I can do a dash and a... I don't have a lot of video game instinct.
Yeah, I
my
You beat Liza P 3 times though.
That's true. I did platinum it, but took you like 20 hours and it took me like 100.
Wow. Yeah.
Did you have to mute game audio for legal reasons, or is it just really low?
It might just be really low.
Yeah, do you want to turn it up?
I can turn it up a little bit. So also you check every corner.
Oh, just like Dark Souls.
Because sometimes this didn't have anything in it, but there's like little secrets.
Wait, what's back here?
Sneak back there. There's little secrets and stuff all over this game, so tell me if that makes
Game audio is a little low.
I just don't want to blow it out for everybody. Smash it. Stands in front of it.
What does this say? Bulk rules, Jason's rules. Amazing. Lost cat. Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that guy.
There you go. I don't like the look of this guy.
I love this art.
Yeah, sorry. My instinct is always
I
to
know.
click it as fat. I apologize.
As soon as you read it, you're like, I got it.
I get what is going on. It's a horrible thing for any time I've played something I'm in. I just go, just click through it.
So we did skip the initial premise. The game starts in present day or whatever, and there's Robo Rita, and she essentially goes back in time to...
Whoa.
She goes back in time to try and defeat the Power Rangers before they become Power Rangers. And so there's a time travel element. So there's these crystals that'll pop up every so often in a level. If you don't destroy them fast enough, it'll rewind like 10 seconds.
What a weird, awesome mechanic.
But if you use it, like you can use your super and then clear the screen and then fight them and then get your stuff back.
We missed a secret.
We did miss the secret. I've done this level several times. I don't know where that secret is. Maybe that box?
Someone asked if you could do your Goldar impression.
Well, we're going to find it.
I guess we're going to hear it here. Rank C. That's me. I dragged you down. Looking at your score versus mine. Should I skip it? You can be in control of skipping.
Yeah. How is the audio? Is it a little bit better, or do we need it louder still?
Mr. Terrific. Oh, that's me.
Aye.
So James and AJ did voice work for this game. Yes, I did Alpha 5, the Red Ranger, and Zordon.
Yes.
And James did Green Ranger,
Goldar, Bones, and Krabby Cabby. But again, we just got a sheet, and I was like, Goldar. I was like, oh well, Goldar's like iconic. I'll for sure try Goldar.
My Goldar was terrible.
And lucked out that I could do a Goldar.
You weren't the only one that tried, too, as I heard all the Goldars, and I was like, these are... We also, again, we had a very limited amount of time, so if someone nailed it, I was like, perfect!
Yeah.
Thank God! We were very lucky that everyone nailed it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Even this seems like these enemies that we're fighting are the bad guys from the movie.
Yeah.
Ivan Ooze's little guys.
That's awesome. Is Bulk and Skull in the game?
Yes, we will visit Bulk and Skull.
I did see that
this.
when you were playing the other day.
But it's crammed full. We'll see like billboards later that like stuff. Oh, no, I fell off the edge. And for anyone who is a hardcore Power Rangers fan, I don't know, the devs, they know exactly what they need for the game. I know for a fact at some point I did record Tommy's signature, his ki, because that's what is so iconic in my brain. He doesn't do it the way anyone else does, and it's almost always when he does his double spinning back kick. But I haven't heard it yet, so I don't know if it made it in or not. If it was too long, it might have been too long.
That's the joys of voice acting. It's like
the youth center.
God, look at that background. That's awesome.
Reef Side, which is, I believe, a reference to Ninja Storm, maybe. So
Chunky Fried Chicken, cut above the rest. But yeah, you'll do stuff and then just be like, hope that made it in.
Yeah.
Like I know for X-Men, I recorded a bunch of phrases, like Cajun phrases and stuff that I brought with me that none of them made it in. Like I was like, can I improvise a bunch of stuff?
Yeah.
because one of my friends is from Louisiana, and he was just like, here's a bunch of Cajun phrases that you can include. And so I was like, awesome! And then none of them made it in. Whoa. Damn it. Oh wait, do I have my... Oh no, I don't.
You do. You're super now.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all gone!
Everyone's dead, but that's okay.
That's fine.
I'll pose. Here, I'll pose. Oh,
Who is Bones lending his dulcet tones to?
Who is... Oh, no. Bones is a bad guy. Bones is a bad guy.
Yes.
They're thinking of Bones, who we used to work with.
Oh.
Bones was
I don't know anything about the
friend of
Funhouse
ours.
world. I don't... Yeah. Other than when you forced me to show up dressed like Johnny Depp in various situations.
I didn't force you.
You forced me.
You
I
said,
said,
please.
Please, James.
Please.
Let me in. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I'm kicking nothing. I'm kicking tables.
Go get a hamburger up there.
That's fine. I'll be fine. I'll just kick this thing that'll blow up in my face.
I'll say this, having beat it, some of the later levels are pretty tough. At least playing solo.
Can I pick these things? Nope.
They blow up.
All right. Ooh, coins.
Also the sound effects, like the kind of weird soft metal.
Yeah, the pound, pound,
sound
pound.
that
Yeah.
is synonymous with punching putties.
Ooh.
I love Power Rangers, but I always had kind of a soft issue with the putties because it was unclear how you defeated them. Like
Punch
you
him in the Z.
When Lord Zed took over, they added the Z, and I appreciated that because I was like, oh, that's perfect. Now they have like a weak point. But as like a kid, I was like, they're just beating up on these putties constantly.
Maybe they have a little health meter they could see in their helmet.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mostly they would just fight forever and ever until eventually you kind of like...
They got exhausted.
Yeah, or Rita was like, all right, we're done here.
Whoa! It's funny that if you don't hurry up, I keep getting boosted to the next
you get
screen.
dragged, yeah.
I'm trying to also read the comments while playing, which is maybe a mistake. Onomatopoeia. What was your favorite onomatopoeia that you recorded?
Onomatopoeia, you mean like a BAM?
Yeah, I don't think.
Get the popcorn.
Whoa.
Nice. I don't know. I mean, for me, the best thing that I recorded far and away was Dragon Zord. The morph call, right?
Right.
When you go Tyrannosaurus
Yeah.
or whatever, that is. I was like, there's no way this is gonna happen. Even if when I sent in the recording, I was like, this is not gonna happen. They're gonna realize that this is not what they want at some point.
I for sure thought because we were under such a time crunch, they would just be like, we don't have time to add voices. Because it was kind of like a, oh, wouldn't it be nice if.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me also saying like Tyrannosaurus, like getting to say that, and then also I did it 1,000 different ways because I watched every way that they do it in Mighty Morphin.
Yes.
And he says it a couple different ways sometimes.
Well, you probably recorded more versions than they did. You watch
maybe,
an episode and
yeah.
you're like, oh, okay, it's time to roll the tape that has everyone's transformations on it. Well, I would do a combo.
Oh.
Get that food.
Yeah. Delicious.
Oh, look who it is.
Nope. It's the cat. What'd that cat do? Is that related to the situation?
I don't know. There are things that are references I don't get in this game.
Which is scary to me.
Yeah.
Dirtbag? Is that what that says up there? Yeah, right?
It's a dirt bag.
Dirt bag.
It's a little dirt bag.
Alright, I'm gonna go try to get this cat.
There's some Goldar.
What can I do with this cat? All I care about is the cat. I need to... Oh!
Oh, sounds like the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh wait, we can... Super cool.
Nice. Ooh. Oh, I like to call on his putties.
Calling his putties.
It's okay, I call the Dragon Zord. See ya.
This cat's just chilling. This is the bravest cat ever. I'm hitting nothing. Oh god.
The dodge is key.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that's even a thing. Oh, so when he turns gray, he's invincible.
Yeah, it kind of shows you when you're wasting hits on him.
That's awesome. What a good idea, because usually you just don't know.
There are for sure some beat 'em up quality of life things in this game where it's like when you hit the final blow on a guy, they pop red for a second. You're like, oh, okay, he's
Oh,
dead.
that's awesome. Someone says this is technically a stop hitting yourself situation. Yes. Or keep
Oh, yeah,
hitting
'cause I'm
yourself.
Goldar?
Because you're Goldar. That sounds
There's
great.
some Goldar. So
That
when
sounds
we
great.
beat him, the thing I was most proud of growing up playing arcade games like The Simpsons,
Oh, here we go.
I was like, that has
Sounds
to be
great.
a thing. The slow motion fallback monster drop or whatever is like so iconic in arcade games that I was like, I need to make sure that sounds right.
Yeah, that was what was, again, they kind of threw the, I mean, obviously they had a hand, Digital Clips had a heavy hand in casting this, but when they threw things to me, I was like, I know you're a friend and everyone else in this group is a friend that's voice people, but if it's not right, I'm not going to pass it on.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, your Goldar, I was like, yep, I can't do better than that. That's brilliant.
So then she throws down her thing.
Amazing.
Also, I love that they do sprite scaling.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like they could have probably, we have the technology now that you
Yeah.
can just make it bigger. They're like, no, let's what about sprite scaling?
No, it's great.
We'll do this one and then we'll skip around because there's definitely some other stuff on it.
Did they add effects to your Goldar? Everything.
So now we're gonna play as the Zords, and then normally you'd have to unlock the Dragon Zord, but
Oh, that's awesome. So there is an effect on all our voices to sound retro. I don't. It sounds like there's some kind of effect, like an echo.
yeah, there must
and-
be something.
Yeah. But like even our normal speaking voices have like a retro arcade, like low quality filter,
Yeah.
which I think is. I asked for that. I was like, can you please add some sort of filter? Because you think about like Cowabunga or
Yeah,
any of
oh,
that
yeah.
stuff from the old
It
arcade
needs it,
games.
yeah.
It adds a vibe. If it's too clear, it sounds weird. Oh, wait, shoot the ships?
Yeah, those are just pulling big pistols. But this is like such a fun way,
Yeah,
I
never-
think, to integrate playing as the Zords.
Yeah, this is awesome. What a great way to do this, because like, especially as a kid, I was so disappointed that the only Power Rangers game I had access to was like the fighting game,
Yeah.
and this totally hits that. I don't know, scratches that itch. This would have been my favorite game as a kid.
I know. Well, it can be as an adult.
It's true.
And then you also have your super. We don't have to use it now, but at a certain
Ah.
point, you build up a little super so you can do a super attack.
Someone said it needs to have that sound chip jank for it to be authentic. I totally agree. I mean, it's the same thing as like I like the scan lines.
Yeah.
I like the. I don't know. I mean, it feels like home. Feels like what you would experience as a kid.
She played like Space Harrier or like Contra or whatever. Like,
Right.
It has little mini bosses and stuff that you challenge. Which one do you want?
I'll take this guy. Whoa. I didn't really play Contra, but I did play the weird Jurassic Park 2.
Okay.
That was styled in
Uh-huh.
the style of Contra. Amazing.
These levels get tough.
Yeah, this is one of the few things I played when the other day you were like, play this, and I was
Yeah.
like, this was on my own was really challenging.
Yeah. These look like crawlers from Dune.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I
Dune
was
has
thinking
crawlers.
of Tron, the like weird square ships.
Oh yeah.
Did you have to wear your respective ranger suits when doing the VO recordings? Yes, they required it of us.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
A lot of spandex. You had to wear dancers' belts.
So then we'll fight like a little mini boss down here.
Yeah.
Can't kill those.
It's impervious to my.
So we,
Is it harder
So-
when there's two people?
I don't know if it scales, but then it has like, let's hide behind this, and then we can do like slide around, like cool. They basically used every single technology effect that existed from the time when this game would have been like theoretically made, right?
Yeah. No, it's awesome. I'm such a bad. This is why, like, when I play Dark Souls, I just get a giant sword and
Yeah.
no shield because I just brute force everything. Wow, we got that through there real quick.
We got through it easy. You have a super too.
Oh, nice. Can I use it now, or are we done?
We'll wait for Goldar. He's gonna pop up.
Mr. Terrific said, hey, hey. Grilled Cheese said, hey, everybody.
Elise is in here twice. Oh, there you go.
Whoa, that was awesome. Oh my god, I just nuked Goldar.
Watch out!
Whoa.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, I'm gone. How do I jump back in?
Back in.
Do I just pop back in?
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, that's nice. I don't have like a coin.
As long as you don't break that. There we go. So we beat him in this level,
Okay.
but it's not done, because we all know how Power Rangers works.
Yeah.
We all know how Power Rangers works.
We found
Probably
one
significant,
secret.
like the doubled with points here.
Yeah, you're better at games than me.
I have beaten it, so.
I'm not great at video games.
So we're gonna transform into this.
That's awesome.
And now we do a fight. So this is interesting. Basically, it becomes like Punch Out. And then we're gonna take turns. If I get hit, then it passes to you.
Elise asked if it hurts our voices to perform any of these characters, like Alpha. Alpha didn't hurt, but I will say doing some of the Red Ranger stuff because his voice is so.
Keep it together, team.
This is me.
We can do this.
Oh,
So
nice.
now I'm gonna
Oh,
pass
that's
it to
crazy.
you.
Whoa, that's awesome.
So you dodge, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Ooh. Ah.
Nice.
All right. Can I come in?
He's
and
gonna jump
can
at
I
you.
hit
You're
him?
gonna have to dodge again. So watch the attack.
Ooh.
Nice, good dodge. It's just teaching you right now, so.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, that's so cool. Cutting the interior. I almost want to get hit. Can I punch him? I want to punch him.
Nice. 3. And then our goal is to beat him enough to get our power sword filled up.
Whoops. This is awesome. God, what a cool, just to ideate on this and come up with these ideas.
So yeah, XA punches and then move forward to progress towards him.
Oh. So I can move.
Yeah, walk
Oh,
forward.
Interesting. Sorry if I'm
You
frustrating
can use the D-pad if it's easier.
No. Get over here. Ah! I like the way they like curl their fingers. Is it your turn?
No, just so
No, I'm just terrible at this.
I haven't used the D-pad.
Oh, I see. I can just run.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was like one step at a time.
Oh, yeah. And so then alternate. If you go XA, you'll do left, right, left, right, left, right.
I see.
So it's like Punch Out.
This is not making myself car sick. Yeah, screw you. Anyway,
Oh, nice.
Whoa. Doing Jason, I mean, we didn't have that many lines, but could hurt my voice depending on how guttural I went, because his voice is both young and gravelly.
Yes.
Still got a chance.
But I wound up going somewhere in the middle, because it was like, we weren't doing an exact match to anyone specific, because it's just the overall feeling of Power Rangers, like I keep saying, but that was my goal.
See that rocket punch?
Kind of. Okay, that makes way more sense than what I was doing.
Together, team.
So now you go again.
Oh my god, I got a long turn because I was so bad.
So we got to fill up the 4 bars, though. Oh, well, I got hit right away.
All right, perfect.
Nice. Nice. Whipping his face. If you double tap, you'll run.
Oh, really?
Also,
oh,
you
that's
gotta
so
use that
useful.
D-pad. It'll be way easier with the
Okay,
D-pad
all
than
right.
the analog stick. Nice, good dodge.
Making myself sick. Sick in the teeth. Oh, I'm terrible at this. I'm
You
terrible at
refuse
this.
to use the D-pad.
I don't like where it's positioned. I'm used to using a PS5 controller. Come here.
There you go. See, now you can double tap. You run at his ass. Yeah, hit him with the
Oh,
rocket
okay.
punch.
All right, come here. Come here. Oh, your mother. Stop looking at my hands.
It's gonna knock
Stop
him
looking
back,
at my
it's gonna
hands.
knock him back and forth, left, right, left, right.
Ah,
there, hand it to
Good.
me.
I'm so relieved when you get to go. What are you guys playing on? What are we playing on? Is it Steam?
This is Steam.
What was the last Power Ranger series you watched?
Samurai.
I was to say, I watched up until Mighty Morphin stopped, and then I just kind of was like, yep, those are my Power Rangers.
All right, back to you.
All right, what happened after, what was the series after Mighty Morphin?
Zeo.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin for several seasons. I guess technically they did like Alien Rangers,
Okay.
and they added like the ninja side
Oh, I
of.
jumped into that.
They added like the ninja side of Mighty Morphin, but the full transition happened to Zeo in the new series. And then after that was Turbo.
Okay.
Just hand it back to me.
Just hand it back to me. It's fine.
I'm not even in here. I'm playing from the safety
Yeah.
of a hillside somewhere.
But yeah, Mighty Morphin was the one that. It also, as a kid, it felt like that lasted forever based on how old I was.
It was. It became shorter seasons after that, and then after like basically Turbo, when they kind of did like the full reset, they did like Lost Galaxy, and Lightspeed Rescue, and
I was way out by then. Hooray!
so yeah, when you fill it up, you activate the power sword.
Oh, that's awesome. As a kid, I was so angry about. I could never figure out what time it was on, or I knew what time it was on, but sometimes it would move. And like, if I had to do anything that would, I remember my mom being like, "We gotta drop off the baby."
You gotta tap it.
Oh, I gotta do it too. What am I hitting? X?
Oh, damn it! We didn't do the power sword.
We did. Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about my babysitter. Look at your score versus
Don't worry
mine.
about that.
All right.
Don't worry about that.
S rank. But I have a very specific memory of being like, Power Rangers is on! And my mom's like, gotta drive home the babysitter. I'm like, leave me home!
Yeah. It's on like every single day of the week. I always talk about how we discuss internally how we hear from people like, oh, young kids aren't watching TV anymore or anything like that. And I go, well, it's because I don't think you're making anything for them. Like, I used to have Sonic the Hedgehog on 5 days a week and then a whole nother show on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Like, they just made so much.
That's even like thinking about my younger siblings watching the same Blue's Clues episode 5 days a week. Oh, look at this.
So now we're in Ernie's Juice Bar.
Can I punch?
So let's talk to him.
Oh. Dope. The song.
It plays their classic song, which I think is great.
That's awesome. That's brilliant.
How do you feel about Mystic Force? Don't hate it. I have the Zord back there. I don't know if you can see. The Mystic Force Zord. I think it looks great. But yeah, so we got them. We can talk to Ernie. You can talk to Principal Kaplan.
I want to hit Bulk and Skull.
Well, it's because you're bigger than them.
I want to hit
You can
them.
see we get these are collectibles that you can find. So obviously I've got.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're all like weird references.
Huh. A genie lamp, a cup of Jello.
Photo of the Power Rangers.
What is that cup of Jello?
Cup of Jello.
Punk potion.
Punk potion.
Sure. Sure, that's a reference.
These are all references. Yeah, I think
That's awesome.
this one looks like
Ponytail Tommy.
Is this Trini's weird doll that she loved? This is the okay. So this was a sewing wheel. There was an episode where there was someone was like, oh, my grandmother's classic old sewing wheel. Because that's what the bad guy was, so they have to always work backwards from the costume they have.
Amazing. Any Zord you wish you had? You mean in real life?
Like in real life? I mean, that's a lot of responsibility, I guess.
You gotta. Where do you park that thing?
Yeah.
Dragon Zord is.
Also, it has arcade games.
Yeah, that's awesome. I would love to
And
see
you can
Lord
play
Zed
them?
in this. I loved Lord Zed as a kid. Whoa. What?
So like they have full games in here.
Can I jump in? No.
I think it might take turns actually.
That's awesome. What a cool, like, unnecessary
No one had to
thing.
do this.
No one had to do this.
No one had to do this at all.
I think that's the best. Anytime you're experiencing something where you can say, oh my god, I can't believe they did that, nobody had to do this,
Yeah.
you're experiencing something special. That's awesome.
And they're like simple. Like that's the thing. It's like, oh, I blew myself up.
This seems very unsafe.
What'd I say? It seemed very
Burp,
unsafe.
burp, burp, burp. Yeah. What is your favorite Ranger suit? Yours is the Green Ranger
Green
with
Ranger,
the,
for
or is it
sure.
the White Ranger?
No,
Green Ranger.
I think the White Ranger looks great, but the Dragon Shield is just unmatched for me.
Oh yeah, I don't need to play this.
That's fine.
The Red Ranger was always my favorite as a kid. Although when they did the movie, I really liked the rubbery look of I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
But when that first happened, it reminded me of like the Turbo Man suit or something. Like maybe I don't remember which came first, but like that rubbery superhero look, I found really appealing. Man, when that movie came out, I was like drove my parents crazy to go to McDonald's so I could get the Red Ranger. The Block Rangers. Is Billy's flying car in the game?
Not that I've seen.
There's a little Halloween bag back there. I like that.
So obviously there's different storylines. We're skipping ahead a little bit because I want to show off the Carnival level.
This is awesome.
Whee!
Retheme the putties.
Favorite 6th Ranger?
I mean, Green Ranger is my favorite 6th Ranger, but
As a kid, I used to want a Purple Ranger, which you said is the thing.
there is, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Jungle
I
Fury.
was kind of
Whoa!
I was kind of considered like Alpha to be like an honorary.
Oh, yeah?
ranger.
Yeah, the 6th Ranger.
Alpha 6,
He
though?
was like kind of like my like.
Hey,
honorary.
kids, it's me, Alpha 6.
Yeah.
Maybe they add Alpha 6 to the
Is
game.
that Alf?
No,
That
that's
does
how
sound like
Alpha
Alf.
6 sounds. Because that's one of my favorite
Really?
moments is Alpha 5 goes like, I'm leaving with Zordon. And they're like, what are we going to do now?
Like
and
they're
then
like they're running away together.
yeah, and then a window opens or a door opens and then Alpha 6 shows up and it's like, I'm Alpha 6 and has an even more like
Oh, where am I?
brain screeching voice than Alpha 5
It's
did.
just a hawk sound.
Hey,
Whoa.
kids.
This is really cool. I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't
do much at all.
Yes, other people worked way harder on this
Yeah.
than we did. I'm just glad to be a part of it in even the smallest way. And I also think I just think this beat 'em up style is really fun. Like we just recently played Fear the Spotlight, which is a smaller
Oh, yeah.
indie game, and
It's
I was like,
kinda
this,
retro.
I love it. I love the idea of just being able to just like play a game like I used to.
Someone said, wait, are you really a Power Ranger? I'll watch the show if that's the case. You talking about...
I think they might have not got the whole story. I am the Power Ranger you see on screen.
This is it.
That's me.
What you see, these little
Doing
guys
the taunt.
dancing?
That's me.
Yeah, that's James, and then I'm doing
Yeah.
the Red Ranger.
We're the arcade style screeching voices of these
Someone
characters.
said, or Sean Acock said, thanks James and AJ for making this game from scratch.
Yeah, that was
our,
us.
Our grandmother's recipe.
Our passion.
Yeah.
You know?
Look at all these ducks.
Whoa.
That won't stop me.
That's really cool. I love that's very, what does that remind me of? The like Batman animated series Super Nintendo game. The like Carnival
Oh, yeah.
bouncing balls.
Little help, team.
Oh, there's something back there. I see a little.
I was reading the, oh, what's back here?
See
Oh,
there's a
wait.
secret item back
I'm holding
there.
the guy.
See, that's probably something.
know what
I
that
have
was.
already collected 90%.
Looked like a grave. My favorite figure as a kid was the Alpha 5 figure because it would look the
Oh,
most.
interesting.
Well, it came with like the Zordon. Oh God,
Playset?
yeah, the play
Command
set.
Center.
Yeah, and I loved that thing. But I also, this is such a weird thing. I didn't like Zordon looking at me when I was sleeping, so I'd have to turn the play set around because it was basically just a man's face on a mirror,
Yep, that's fair.
and it was terrifying.
Yeah.
I was like 5 or 6, and I was just like, I don't like this. But I loved the way the Alpha looked. Like it didn't. Oh.
See, you're getting the stuff thrown at us.
Yeah.
But it's by Rita's little guys.
That's awesome. Can we go get him? Can I get up there and punch? No, I can't.
There's from the save. They know if they mess with us.
That's awesome.
But that's like this whole game. I remember I texted the group or whatever, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's a fun Easter egg." I didn't spoil it for you just
Oh,
now.
is this the Easter egg you were talking
No,
about?
no. There's another Easter
Oh.
egg in one of the earlier levels that I really enjoyed, and it's that attention to detail that I think is like what makes this game so great.
Someone asked, do I get requests to do the Channing Tatum Gambit lines?
It's
Oh,
Bones.
That's awesome. What a cool design.
Great design. It's my Halloween costume.
That's awesome. But yes, I do get requests often to do the Channing Tatum lines, but I feel like weirdly disrespectful doing them because it's his Gambit.
Yeah. it's
I don't know.
different.
It feels weird to me to do. Like he's worked hard for that, and it's his own thing. So I
Yeah.
don't want to. I mean, if someone presses me enough, I'll eventually cave at some point. But like, I don't know.
So here's this. The Carnival level has a little shooting gallery.
This is insane. My thing with doing other people's voices and stuff, for the most part, it's like every once in a while you'll be like in a voiceover session with other actors, and someone will start to do your character, which I think is kind of a weird, awkward thing where it's like, I don't know. I think it can get a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I know it is, people do want me to say it, and it is fun to say, and
Yeah.
obviously I'm not stepping on his toes, really.
How do you feel about Channing Tatum saying your lines?
That's fine. That would be funny to hear. The best toys are the ones with the heads that flips into the helmet. I used to do that. Oh wait, oh wow, I thought this was a cutscene. This is awesome.
I know, it's crazy,
this is
huh?
Crazy. This is like a far better version of, like, I was just talking about Batman the Animated Series. I also love that our things are colored to us.
Yeah.
That's awesome. God, this is
Just
awesome.
like imagine if you were a kid though, and you're like,
This would be my favorite game ever.
I know. You're like, this is what I always wanted Power Rangers to be?
Yeah. Like, when I was in my, like, really hard Power Rangers phase, if this game came out, I'd be like, this is the greatest game.
Yeah. Well, luckily for me, I'm still in my heart.
I know. My whatever's up with my brain, I would have hyperfixation periods where it's like, well, for the next year, or 3 years, or 6 months, I'm going to think about nothing but this.
Yeah.
But then there's certain things that kept going. Power Rangers, I remember at a certain point moving from Power Rangers to... I mean, Ninja Turtles was always around, then Power Rangers sort of took over, and then I think I maybe went back to Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. We also have our Super, too.
Oh. Whoa!
Which is cool because if you remember the guns that we're actually using in Power Rangers, they have their little pistols.
Yeah.
Everyone always remembers the Zords, but there's a couple ones where they don't fight giant monsters, and they put all their guns together, and when it fires it, it's that beam.
It's... Oh. That's awesome. I went to a kid's birthday party around the time that Power Rangers...
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
And in the display case, I don't know what the event was. I want to say it was like an arcade, but they had... I never saw this anywhere else. It was a set of all the weapons, and you could combine them into like the big whatever that is. And I wanted it so badly, and my parents were like, "It's like 50 tickets." And I was like, "Come on!"
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, there was no way in hell I was going to get that, but it had a weird impact on me because it felt like it was imported.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it didn't
yeah.
seem like it was something... I never saw it in a toy store, ever.
Fighting Bones.
This is awesome. Hey, what a cool design. Whoa! I just did my taunt. Why not? Did either of you do any physical training for the role? Yes.
Every day of my life.
Yeah, every day.
Oh, nice. You found him right away.
Oh, well, look at me. Just by being randomly absent. Whoa.
Take this one. I got him.
Oh, wow. This is fun. I kind of love multiple... You know, it's a thing in games all the time where there's multiples of a character.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying to be like, I found him. Oh. Do I have a special yet? No, no special. I'll just stand in the corner
go taunt.
and taunt until, yeah,
Boom. Got him.
fell apart.
Oh, wait a minute. Just like in the show, he's still got bones.
Down, plenty to go.
Oh, look at the pumpkins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured you'd like pumpkins.
I do love me some pumpkins. Do we get to play against any of the big pumpkin bad guy? What's his
no.
name? Like Jackal? It wasn't Jack-o'-lantern, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, this stage design's awesome. So this is, I thought this was just a boss. This is a stage?
Yeah, this is part of the whole stage.
That's awesome.
Some of them have like multiple phases and stuff. Like obviously this one had the first part of the carnival, and then it has this second part. So like it kind of varies stage by stage. Some are shorter, some are longer, but
Doing the thing you told me not to do, right? I was just punching the guy with the rock from head on.
oh, right. into the-
Whoa! What did I fall into?
There's a grave over there.
Oh, it was like perfectly covered by fog when I... Can you... I don't know how I pick people up. Do you hold down?
If you walk close to them and then you hit grab or a hit punch, you'll probably.
This is
grab.
back in the day when you'd solve crimes. That's how you do it. Listen here, mug. And you'd grab him by the collar.
Threaten them.
Threaten him. It's the only way. Listen here, she. I miss the days of grabbing people by the collar.
I bet you do.
That's how you get anything done back in the 30s and 40s. You grab a guy by the collar. No one wears collars anymore. That's actually the reason you can't do that.
That is probably
the
why.
problem. And if you were in the mob, you'd do something with their tie. You'd have to like put their tie in a wheel or something to slowly put it in a film spool until they... He's got no arms?
Ow!
Just but a flesh wound. Oh,
Ow! Watch out.
Have you guys ever watched the original show? I've watched clips of it on YouTube. but
The
I have,
original Sentai?
yeah, but I've never actually sat and watched an
No,
entire
I haven't.
episode. I have watched the Japanese Spider-Man, which is quite fun. Would you guys ever go to Power Morphicon or any conventions?
Any conventions.
Yes.
I would never go to a convention.
Never.
Never!
I'm doing quite a few conventions next year, but not Power Morphicon as far as I'm aware.
I mean, I would go.
Did you go once?
No, I've never been. I'm always scared that I'll go and then I'll see some seller who has like Zords for sale, and then I'll be like, well, I guess I'm buying that.
That's how that goes.
I don't want that to be the case though.
Ooh! Yeah, I don't know if we'll see how much of a cultural impact this has.
Yeah.
If people want us to come to Power Morphicon, but yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, I'll just
I'm
lay
just
on the
happy
ground.
to be a part of the Power Rangers universe in my own special, small little way.
100%. Get a little nugget. We get to love.
It's closer than I ever thought I'd be.
Now all we need is Elise and Alf, and everything will be right with
And
the
then
world.
it's done. Then we've done it all.
Yeah.
Oops. That was an
Oopsies.
accident. I wanted to taunt. Hold on.
Oh, wait. Oh,
This 50 more times.
that's a great idea, though. It's a fun little way to be like, if I'm not concerned about time.
Yeah.
If you could pick any 3 Rangers for your own Master Morpher, who would you choose?
Oh boy.
Red Ranger, Green Ranger, White Ranger.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Little help, team.
Oh boy, who would I choose? I mean, honestly, Red Ranger, Green Ranger, and probably the Pink Ranger.
You can pick from the whole thing.
I'm a Mighty Morphin guy, so
I would go Green Ranger, White Ranger, and then the Black Ranger from Dino Thunder.
oh, okay.
There you go. Those are all Tommy.
That's funny. Yeah, my knowledge, other than what you've shown me, my knowledge stops at Mighty Morphin. I had this weird toy that I think about very often with Power Rangers that was this like Beyblade almost. You would get like basically like a little compact spinner thing. It was almost like a little cell phone, and you would press a button and a little metal top would come out. Sorry, I hit the microphone. It was awesome. I held onto that thing for like 20-something years, and I recently looked them up on eBay. I don't know what I would do with it, but I remember getting them from Jamesway in Flemington, New Jersey, and I was so excited. I was like, they're these shiny holographic Power Ranger spinners. Oh man, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Go grab that health.
Where's the health?
Oh,
up there. There were so many toys for this show when it came out. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, so I obviously was huge as a kid into Power Rangers, and then I went to college, and then I wanted to make a short film that was like a parody of it. It was like, oh, a parody. And then I was like, that's when I was like, wait a minute, it's still on? Like, I didn't realize it was still on TV. And so I was like, holy shit, it's still on. And that was around the time Dino Thunder was on. I was like, wait, it's still on and Tommy's on it? That's kind of cool. And so
Whoa.
I kind of loved that aspect, and I also was like, oh, this effects are like way better than they used to be. It's like they're using crazy New Zealand stunt teams now, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun, and then ended up never making the short film
So you were too busy watching it.
because I was too busy watching it, and then. Again, my other thing was I was working at a post-production facility, and they were QCing all the Power Rangers. It's like, does anyone want to do this? And I was like, I kind of do. So then that's when I was like, all right, time for my big catch back up to watch every single season 5 times. Which
That's
up to that
amazing.
point was, I think, Samurai.
Rangers. Let's
All right.
do it.
All right.
I really felt that one.
Nice. Someone said Ivan Ooze, handsome man. I found out not super long ago that also that actor's Belloc in Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is
Oh.
mind-blowing to me.
I'm just gonna get back.
Paul Freeman, who's, yeah, genius in Raiders. And then when I found out he was Ivan Ooze, I was like, I don't understand.
Oh.
Whoa.
Really felt that one.
I feel like it's the only way to take this guy. Hitting this little head is really challenging.
The key is to always remember to cartwheel.
Oh, yeah.
You're
I haven't done that
invincible when you
in
cartwheel.
forever.
Cartwheel!
Oh, can I cartwheel through that? Okay. I keep reading the chat and forgetting. I want to make sure I'm not ignoring anyone. I'll just do a bunch of these.
Watch out!
Oh no.
I'm just gonna get
There we
back
go.
up.
Come here, punch you right in your stupid head. Whoa, nice! Oh, that was awesome. Shout out to Linkara and his history of Power Rangers. Oh yeah, is that the guy you were talking about? Someone who does like a comprehensive Power Rangers history.
I thought that was me.
Is it you? Yeah, that's what I...
Hi, guy.
Amazing.
Do one more and then we'll call it.
All right,
Do one
sounds
more
good.
Megazord fight. So yeah, this one like combined a couple. Yeah, there's that one. I'm trying to think of any other.
If you ever watched behind the scenes for the movie, Paul Freeman had to go through hell for that role, or at least I've watched the behind the scenes, and yeah, he's covered in goo and prosthetics, and it's funny because I think of him as such a like Shakespearean serious villain actor, and then he's doing something very silly.
Yeah.
It's
But
great.
that's always the best. Like, it's
Yeah.
like Michael Caine in Muppet Christmas Carol.
He's very serious in that
He's
movie.
theatrically, like, it's like Shakespeare.
I love that Elise is, every once in a while I'll see Elise like, if anyone's been to Country Bears, AJ's
Yeah.
in that.
She's like the best mod you could ever have.
Yeah. And then AJ's also Gambit in X-Men 97. Thank you, Elise. This is all true. Need to talk with their hands like 70% more. Best theme song. Which do you think is the best theme song?
The original Power Rangers is the best theme song, but I do like Dino Thunder. I just started. I think one time I made you listen to all the theme songs.
Yes, you
'cause
did.
can-
You did.
You can tell what song is like in popular culture by what the Power Rangers theme song is.
Yeah.
Right. So like, Mystic Force is like hip hoppity.
But also Harry Potter? Not
Well,
the song
that-
necessarily,
Yeah,
but
the season
the era.
itself was like wizards.
Yeah.
So
Allie sounds amazing. Allie and I were on the cruise together. She was... Whoa, that's nauseating.
whoa.
She was Eep and I was Thunk on the cruise, and that's how we became friends. And she has a voice like she's gargling broken glass. Which I've told her to
Yeah.
her face.
She's
She's a young, beautiful woman with a voice like a smoker, an 80-year-old smoker.
That's the dream.
That's living the dream.
So these are tough.
Oh,
So
okay.
stay in the center because those blades will get you.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my super on it too.
I'll just do my taunt over and over again. Mighty Morphin. Everything the answer is Mighty Morphin for me. Where am I? Oh, okay.
Stay in the center.
Okay.
Now watch out for the time
Oh,
disruptor
okay.
beam.
Oh, it's like an Elden Ring. Okay, well, where am I? Oh, I'm
You
done.
died.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Is there any Power Rangers series you think should have been longer?
I think once they did the individual seasons, I always say I love how they were set up. Like obviously they were designed to target a younger audience, but I love how they were set up because you would always get pacing that was right. Like there would always be like the introduction to the characters, a couple monsters of the week, and then you would get like the plot is actually unfolding a little bit more. And then you go, oh, there's a secret reveal, and then they like every single. Then by episode 10, now we've added new Rangers to the mix, and like I always love that kind of format.
Sorry, I didn't realize that I would force you to the side
That's
if I
fine.
started
You
jumping.
need to get over here anyway.
Ah! I just died, so I'm practically invincible now.
You're practically invincible. There's a key to the practicality.
Yeah.
Um,
Someone said, "Wait, are you Tommy the Green Ranger?" James is Tommy the Green Ranger.
I'm a Green Ranger. In this game, at least. I am driving. Oh, I guess I'm in no real danger right now because Tommy doesn't actually drive the Dragon Zord. He commands the Dragon Zord what to do. It's more like a pet
Yeah.
relationship.
Ugh.
Hi, guy.
Gross. There was a weird. I still don't know what this horror film was, but we used to go to this. Oh,
Thank you.
amazing. Where we used to rent videos in Flemington, New Jersey. I'm dead again. Perfect. Oh, game over for me.
That's fine. Who
That's so
cares?
funny. But anyway, there was a cover on a VHS that I still don't know what the horror film was, where it was a guy standing there, but he had eyes all over his body.
Okay, I like that.
And every time we'd go pick out a movie, I'd see that and be absolutely horrified. But anyway, that's what that eye guy just reminded me of.
Don't die, don't die, don't die.
If anybody knows what that VHS cover is, let me know.
Die! Oh, I have 1 hit point left.
So do I get to come back?
I think you can probably come back for the Megazord fight.
All right.
Oh, you got the extra check mark.
Hey,
Your
look at
score's
that.
doing well.
My God, my score's so bad.
Maybe it reset when you died.
I'm maintaining the chat here.
Yeah, you check the chat.
When are you gonna get your ceremonial dagger flute piccolo?
I never had one as a kid because I think I thought there was no way I would ever convince myself that I would be the green like you wouldn't be able to get the costume. I don't know if how you describe it, cynical or what, but as a kid I was like, oh, I don't really care about getting a costume because I'll be like I'm not gonna look like a Power Ranger.
But
You
as a
talked
kid?
about how you had your mask and you thought you looked great because you had the thing, right?
My thing was I was the. Is it me now?
That's you.
Oh, cool. I dressed as him in like 1993 at Jamesway. There was a Halloween costume contest, the same place where I got the weird Beyblade.
Yeah.
And whoa. I had the same Halloween costume as everyone else, but because I had the toy gun, I thought I would win the contest. And who wound up winning is a child that was in like a basket of like hay that was dressed like a pea pod or something weird. And I was so gutted. I was like, but I had the gun. And I remember thinking I was so cool because I was like flipping the gun around and like spinning it. It was not cool at all. But also I was like 5. I hate this. I'm so bad at this.
Here, pass it to me.
All right, go ahead.
I'll do it.
What's the last VHS you watched? I could just buy a VHS. I bought Empire Strikes Back. I bought my nephew Scooby-Doo, some Scooby-Doo VHSs, and so he's been watching that. Amazing. Ooh, nice. Me now? Oh no, I'm
Pass
so
back over
sorry.
to you.
Here I come. Okay, be gentle. Ooh, right away, right out of the gate.
Punch.
Uh,
And remember, if you alternate the punches, you keep the combo going. He's slippery. He's a slippery
he's a
little
slippery
guy.
guy.
Hey, James, have you tried the Costco brand protein powder? I have.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm almost done with one of their 5-pound bags.
Who would win, Green Ranger or James Angel?
That's tough.
That is tough.
Because
I'm so
James
bad at
Angel would
this.
probably cheat. You almost got him.
Almost got to him.
Here, hand it to me.
All right, I'm so bad. Why Lightning said I expect a full cosplay in her Insta later, James.
All right.
Me
You
too.
got it. It's on the way.
But it's the cosplay, it's the Green Ranger costume from when you were a kid. How are you going so fast?
I'm just dodging and getting close, and then I hit X A X A X A X A combo.
I'm very
X A X
bad.
A. Oh, you hit him with rocket
Oh,
punch.
look at that.
Oh,
I'm so bad at
nice, nice, nice. Oh, almost got him. He's slippery. I don't even know what hit you there. So.
I've nearly platinumed Bloodborne. I platinumed
Yeah.
Lies of P.
Yeah.
And I can't do this.
But like you said, you attack it like with blunt force.
It's that is the way. Anytime there's an opportunity to just be a tank and take it, because yeah, I am not light on my feet in video games. Why am I so slow?
Let him throw a couple at you and see if he jumps to you. There we go. Oh! Here, hand it to me.
All right.
You just need to remember to tap X.
Someone said, I just imagine them stopping and switching seats mid-fight. It's my turn to drive the mech. You're going so much faster than I am. Like you're running faster.
I am. You can run.
How
You can
do you
also
run?
jump back.
You can jump back?
Yeah. Boom. All right. We're
Thank
gonna do
you.
the power sword. When I get up to him, we're both gonna tap X as fast
All
as
right,
possible.
that sounds good.
Power Rangers is harder than Bloodborne, confirmed.
Mm-hmm. True.
Maybe.
Might
Maybe.
be. There's no way to compare.
Yeah.
Yeah! We did it.
That's fine. We didn't want to kill Goldar before anyway. Booyah! Look at that cool.
Amazing. Someone said, AJ, when Dr. Pepper came out with those commercials,
The score.
my score is 0. With the miniature prince-like character, I thought that was you. Turns out it was Justin Guarini?
That's something you'll have to unpack
I don't know
later.
what any of that means, but okay.
D.
Neat.
Well, I think that's probably we're gonna stop it right here.
Yeah.
But thank you, AJ, for coming and playing Power Rangers with me.
You're welcome. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Thank you
so.
for allowing me the opportunity to fulfill my childhood dreams and be the Green Ranger.
Of course. I'm also fulfilling a childhood dream of getting to be the Red Ranger, so
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
And thank you to Digital Eclipse, honestly, for not just allowing me to be a part of it, but also for making it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's what you want
I get
this
to play
game
it.
to be. Yeah.
To play it.
You didn't show off your little
Oh
Goldar,
yeah,
did you?
I have other things.
Hey,
Elise went through
look.
my drawer.
The cake topper is what that looks like.
Well, this is just a figurine that I just got. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but this is just a figurine that I had that I would keep at my desk at Funhouse, and then this was a Green Ranger that I got specifically to be a cake topper when Elise and I got married. So you know how have the little groom or the little bride or whatever, what have you? We both agreed that we didn't want conventional ones. It didn't make any sense, but we did want something. This is what was on top of my cake on my wedding day. Elise's was Sailor Moon, for the record.
Oh, amazing.
Um,
Did she choose that, or did you choose it for her?
She chose it, I believe. She chose it. I think we both she may
cute.
have had to land somewhere in the genre, you know, like kind of in the ballpark. But yeah, this is my cake topper. But now I can throw it in the trash
Perfect, you did it.
because I am.
Why would I want to? What's that? I have the real Turbo Man at home.
Yeah. So yeah, this is how I get to work now. I drive around in this. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and
Thank you,
watching.
guys.
And yeah, if you're interested in the game, it's available tomorrow on, I believe, Steam, PlayStation, Xbox,
Switch
Switch,
too. Everything. I think.
everything.
Yeah.
Check out Digital Eclipse. They're pretty active on social media, and so they'll give you the skinny on all the co-op and stuff like that. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Also, if you want, or if you're not tired of us yet, we're doing the rounds. So we're gonna, if you know Easy Allies, we're gonna go hang out with the Easy Allies later and probably talk about Power Rangers more too.
Yep.
But yeah, AJ, any final words?
It's Morphin time. I was like, wait, what?
I
What
didn't-
words would I was like,
The Kia,
Play the
Tommy
game.
Kia
Yeah.
is Ia se Ia.
Yeah.
He's the only one that does that.
And they didn't include that.
I don't think it's in there because
We'll
I
have
don't
to
think he
talk to
does the
Digital
spinning back
Eclipse.
kick, but I'm pretty sure I put it in. I just like, I don't know if they need this, but that's what he does. He goes, Ia se Ia. That's what he does every single time.
We'll have to get into the patch notes.
Yeah. Maybe they'll patch it in. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, Elise.
Bye, Elise.